morning, everyone. It's so wonderful to see you this morning. Welcome to the 193rd commencement of Ball State University. I am Susana Rivera Mills, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Please stand as Ms. Ashley Dawson, a master's candidate in the School of Music, sings the national anthem. Thank you, Ashley. That was beautiful. Please be seated. Members of the faculty, graduates, parents, and friends, this is a most happy day, and we are glad to have all of you here to share in this important occasion. It is a very special time for you who are graduating and for your families and friends, and we offer our warmest congratulations. I am pleased to introduce the platform party who is participating in today's ceremony. Please hold your applause until all introductions are completed. I'll ask the platform party to stand as I call your name. Dr. Charlene Alexander, Chief Strategy Officer. Ms. Jean Crosby, President of the Ball State University Foundation and Vice President for University Advancement. Mr. Michael Early, Chair of the Alumni Council. Ms. Sally Falling, Vice President and General Counsel. Mr. Alan Finn, Vice President for Business Affairs and Treasurer. Mr. Lauren Malm, Vice President for Information Technology and Chief Information Officer. Ms. Rebecca Rice, Vice President for Governmental Relations and Industry Engagement. Dr. Kelsey Brazel, Robert M. Hoffer Distinguished Professor of Accounting, who is carrying the Presidential Mace. Dr. W. Holmes Finch, Jr., George and Francis Ball Distinguished Professor of Educational Psychology, and today's commencement speaker. Mr. Jeffrey Mearns, President. Ms. Julie Griffith, Member of the Board of Trustees, and Ms. Ashley Dawson, our vocalist. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. At this time, I would also like to introduce the college deans and associate deans who are seated with the graduates. Again, please hold your applause until all names have been introduced. Please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Dr. John Emmert, Dean of Honors College, and Associate Dean Emily Redder. Dean Dave Ferguson, Stoppenwell College of Architecture and Planning, and Associate Dean Andrea Swartz. Associate Dean Manoj Atavali, Miller College of Business. Dean Paige Turner, College of Communication, Information, and Media, Associate Dean Wei Wu Zhang, and Assistant Dean Dan Wechter. Dean Seth Beckman, College of Fine Arts, and Associate Dean Christy Zimmerman. Dean Scott Rutledge, College of Health, and Associate Deans Jay Kandaya and Glenn Stone. Dean Maureen McCarthy, College of Sciences and Humanities, and Associate Dean Jill Coleman. Associate Deans Kendra Lowry and Susan Tancock, Teachers College. And Dean Adam Beach, Graduate School. Please join me in recognizing these individuals and also thank our interpreters. Now I'm pleased to welcome President Mearns to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you, Susanna, and good morning, everyone. I have the good fortune to serve as the president here at Ball State University, and it is my honor today to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Holmes Finch. Dr. Finch is the George and Frances Ball Distinguished Professor of Educational Psychology in Teachers College, where he has taught and conducted research since 2003. From his leadership in the classroom to his excellence in research, Professor Finch has had an enduring impact on our students and on our profession. In 2020, Professor Finch was named a Fellow of the American Educational Research Association in recognition of his exceptional contributions to education research. Professor Finch has also received our university's Outstanding Junior Faculty Award and Outstanding Research Award, and he has been selected by his peers to receive several awards honoring his efforts to promote the use of research in educational practice. Professor Finch received his education at the University of South Carolina, from which he graduated with his Bachelor of Arts degree in history. He then earned his master's and doctorate degree from USC. Professor Finch has written 10 books. He's published more than 180 peer-reviewed publications and presented more than 240 times at educational conferences. And as a faculty member committed to student success, Professor Finch also mentors our master's and doctoral students. Over the past 17 years, he has served on approximately 400 thesis and dissertation committees. Professor Finch, I welcome you to the podium to deliver our commencement address.
Good morning, and thank you, President Mearns. It is a tremendous honor to have this opportunity to speak with you all this morning, and there's a lot of y'all out here, I have to say, as my grandmother from South Carolina would say. Congratulations, graduates. This is a truly wonderful day, and one that I hope you all remember fondly for the rest of your lives. You should be very proud of this achievement. Not only have you demonstrated the determination and academic skill necessary to obtain a degree, but you did so in the midst of a, hopefully, once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic. As part of your academic journey, you have had to demonstrate great resilience and flexibility in order to deal with the changing circumstances in your classes, your work, and your lives that were caused by the pandemic. When you're faced with the ups and downs that life brings in the coming years, remember how you successfully dealt with these challenges and know that you are indeed capable of handling whatever might come your way. And most importantly, be sure that when future generations come to you complaining about school many years from now, you remind them for the 100th time when you're rocking on your chair in the front porch that you finished college in the midst of a pandemic. That's the most important piece of advice I'll give you this morning. Let's take a moment to also acknowledge the folks who helped you on this journey. Thank you to the family and friends who provided support and encouragement when things were good and when they weren't so good. They have believed in you from the beginning, and I know that they are extremely proud of what you have accomplished. And thank you to the faculty members who have worked so hard to help prepare you for your future endeavors. like you, they also had to unexpectedly and quickly make adjustments to their courses in order to deal with the pandemic, and then transition back when we returned to on-campus instruction. I know that they're very proud of you this morning as well. I want to spend just the next few minutes talking with you about the pleasures of the unexpected and the importance of allowing yourself to be open to possibilities that you might not have been looking for. And since I'm on the stage, I plan to focus on myself, of course. But beyond just being self-indulgent, I want to talk about a couple of experiences that I've had, because I think you're going to find them familiar. And I'm hoping that in my silly stories, you'll find something that might be of value in your own life. When I was in second grade, our reading book, which that long ago was in the form of a stone tablet with words chiseled on it, was called Serendipity. I know that's a dad joke. I do understand. I'm sorry, but I'm a dad. Got to do it. I remember our teacher, Ms. Farrington, explaining that serendipity meant something good happening to us, but that we weren't looking for. That idea of unexpected and unpursued good fortune totally fascinated me. In fact, I was so taken with the idea of serendipity that I spent lots of time looking for unexpected good fortune. I'm not sure what 7-year-old Holmes thought might be unexpected good fortune, but there you go. Shout out to all of you future teachers, by the way. Ms. Farrington was a wonderful teacher who clearly had such a positive impact on my life that all these years later, I'm talking to you all about her. So life went on, and I got ready to go to college, thinking that I'd outgrown the whole idea of serendipity. I had a plan, and I knew where I was headed. Like many of you, I had someone ask, so what are you going to do now that you're graduating? It was my dad who asked me this question a few days before I moved into the dorm to begin my college journey. I responded, as you would expect, by explaining that my primary plan was to become a professional tennis player. Hey. My dad, who was a lovely and kind man, tried to hide his surprise, his disbelief, and his doubt. Of course, he was forgetting that I was the #1 player on my high school tennis team. Now granted, my high school only had about 400 students, and most of the best athletes played another sport, but still. When he overcame his surprise, my dad asked whether I had a backup plan, just in case the whole tennis thing didn't work out. Well, duh, of course I did. Tennis is a tough business after all. I patiently explained that if tennis didn't pan out, then I would become a professional long-distance runner. So you see, I had a foolproof plan. When I got to college, it became very clear that my future in professional tennis was not too bright, nor were the possibilities of making a living on the distance running tour. But I figured out a major, and by the end of my junior year, I had a pretty good idea about what was coming next. Entering my senior year, I needed an elective and was looking for something that fit with my schedule. There was a statistics class available, but I didn't really think of myself as a math person, and it didn't really go with my major or with my future plans. On the other hand, the course would count as an elective, and it fit my schedule, so I registered for it. Let's just say that this class was love at first sight. And of course, you all are out there thinking, well, of course, Holmes, when we think statistics, we all think love at first sight, right? And that's the first thing that came into your mind when I said statistics. I ended up enjoying that class so much that I completely overhauled what I had in mind for the future. And parents, this is going to sound really crazy, I know. As I'm reading this, I'm like, man, my parents were really patient with me, I changed my grad school plans, applied for a program in educational statistics, and the rest is history. My almost accidental registration for that class led to me finding a career that I didn't even really know existed, and that has brought me many years of fun and fulfillment. Yes, statistics is actually a whole lot of fun. And to top it all off, it was through my work as a statistician that I met the love of my life. It is not an exaggeration to say that registering for that one course, which I decided to take purely for convenience sake, led to many of the most important and happiest moments of my life. And here's the thing. As a kid, and even as a college student, I was not super interested in math. I did not see myself as a math person, nor was my undergraduate major remotely related to math. If you had told 18-year-old Holmes that he would end up being a statistician, he would have said, "Absolutely no way, dude, I am not into math." And yet, here I am. So what's the whole point of this walk down Holmes's memory lane? It's a way for me to offer a few pieces of advice that I hope will help as you start this next exciting phase of your lives. You'll have your own unexpected statistics class. You'll realize that you actually do like something that you never knew about or never even considered. And you'll find that the things that you plan for yourself don't always work out. But that's okay, and sometimes that's even good. After all, given the choice between being a statistician and being a pro tennis player, I think we all know which is the more appealing path. I'd like to finish up like any good statistician would by providing a few bullet points for you to consider. Equations are optional. If you want those, just send me an email. I'll send you all the equations that go with it. So, number one, be open to the unexpected. You never know how or when the next big thing in your life will appear. That opportunity that you assume will be boring might turn out to be the key to your future. Number two, don't think of yourself as a particular kind of person. You are very likely to surprise yourself with what you're good at and with what you find fulfilling. Number three, it's building up, you can tell, right? This is building up to the crescendo. Point number 5 is around the corner. Number three, take advantage of opportunities as they come up. When you have a chance to do something new to you, take it. Number 4, be patient with yourself and with others. We are all trying to figure stuff out as we go and are going to make many mistakes. Don't hold those mistakes against yourself or others. Number 5, life is wonderful, but it can also be hard. Fully enjoy the wonderful moments with those you love, because they will help you get through the challenges that may come. Again, I want to say congratulations to each of you. This is an amazing day, and you have a lot to be proud of. I encourage you to get out there and take advantage of everything that life has to offer, and to always be on the lookout for what serendipity might put in your path. Thank you.
Thank you, Holmes, for your remarks. I must say I've heard my fair share of commencement speeches in my life, but this is the first one I've heard that was been choreographed with genuine thunder. Thank you very much. Now, Madam Provost, let's get to the business at hand. We are now ready to proceed with the awarding of our degrees.
Will the candidates for all doctoral degrees and education specialist degrees please stand? President Mearns, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, I present to you those candidates who have completed all the requirements for the following advanced degrees: Doctor of Arts, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Philosophy, and Specialist in Education.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. The diploma of our university shall forever be the testimony recognizing the very high level of intellectual accomplishment that you have attained. And now I welcome you into the honorable company of scholars. Congratulations on your special accomplishments.
The candidates for the degrees will now proceed to the platform for their names to be called by Dr. Stephanie Simon-Dack, Interim Vice Provost for Research, and be invested with the symbols of their degrees. Dean Adam Beach will lead the candidates to the platform.
Yu-Young Chen. Assisting with the hooding today is James Helton, Professor of Music Performance. Alex Claiborne. Assisting with the hooding today is Todd Trappy, Professor of Exercise Science. William A. Fountain. Assisting with the hooding today is Todd Trappy. Andrew Jones. Assisting with the hooding today is Todd Trappy. Christian Fabricio Montenegro. Assisting with the hooding today is Scott Trappy, John and Janice Fisher Endowed Professor of Human Bioenergetics and Director of the Human Performance Laboratory. Andrew M. Stroh. Assisting with the hooding today is Scott Trappy. Parisa Ibrahim Babai. Assisting with the hooding today is John Pitchtel, Professor of Natural Resources and Environmental Management. Gangina Dostova. Assisting with the hooding today is David Roof, Associate Professor of Educational Studies. Jennifer D. Schilling. Assisting with the hooding today is Gilbert Park, Associate Professor of Social Foundations of Education and Multicultural Education. Brandy Latrice Pugh. Assisting with the hooding today is Janae Sander, Professor of Educational Psychology. Bethany Mary Schwant. Assisting with the hooding today is Janae Sander. Taralee Jalisa Tin. Assisting with the hooding today is Teresa Kruchek, Professor of Educational Psychology and School Counseling. Shelby Terwilliger. Assisting with the hooding today is Jocelyn Bolin, Professor of Educational Psychology. Paulina Wojtach. Assisting with the hooding today is Stefania Eigesdotter, Professor of Counseling and Director of Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Sarah Elizabeth Strasser. Assisting with the hooding today is Michael Donnelly, Associate Professor of English. Lindsay Dietrich Wolf. Assisting with the hooding today is Lori Boyland, Professor of Educational Leadership. Charla Shyland. Assisting with the hooding today is Lori Boyland. Catherine Lee Mitchell. Assisting with the hooding today is Serena Salem, Associate Professor of Educational Leadership. Bobby Deshawn Steele. Assisting with the hooding today is Serena Salem. Rochelle Nicole Spearman. Assisting with the hooding today is Kendra Lowry, Associate Dean for Equity and Engagement and Associate Professor of Educational Leadership. Sydney Jade Engel. Assisting with the hooding today is Maria Hernandez Finch, Associate Professor of Educational Psychology. Brianna Elizabeth Ferguson. Assisting with the hooding today is Maria Hernandez Finch. Brittany Nicole Gehring. Assisting with the hooding today is Maria Hernandez Finch. Shelby Elaine Haggard. Assisting with the hooding today is Maria Hernandez Finch. Ashlyn Hines Lanham. Assisting with the hooding today is Maria Hernandez Finch. Amy Ann Wildrick. Assisting with the hooding today is Maria Hernandez Finch.
Let's give all our graduates one more round of applause. We will now present the candidates for master's degrees. Will the master's degree candidates please stand? President Mearns, I am pleased to present to you those candidates who have completed all of the requirements for their respective master's degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty that you have completed all of the requirements for graduation, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I hereby confer upon you your respective master's degrees with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. The diploma of our university shall forever be the testimony recognizing the completion of your first level of graduate study. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Please be seated. The candidates for master's degrees will now proceed to the platform to cross as their names are called by Dr. Simon Dack.
Megan Stoner. Kevin Quinteros. Heritin Kustorosans. Sabrina Kilgore. Trinity Griffin. Eleanor Agapito Mariano. Brandon Benning. Shoshana Christner. Sloan Lubert. Rachel Pleasant. Jessica Stroop. Courtney Rolfe. Catherine Vizcarello. Talisa Anderson. Trisha Decker. Dia Long. Courtney Justine Barber. Jacqueline Sapurek. Anna Marie Golden. Kaylee Tagg. Daisy Peer. Ashley Dawson. Jalen Miller. Grace Culver. Chandler Swain. Tegan Wilson. Jessica Beaver. Albert Berganini. Marie Kavanaugh. Caitlin Bradley. Marlia Fawcett. Katarina Richardson. Victoria Stager. Joelle Miller. Sierra Daly. Jennifer Murrahy. Alexander Stevenson. Jacob Smith. Rachel Kinsel. Samantha Libler. Catherine Doughty. Brianna Menick. Lauren Vaughn. Venus Harrington. Tabitha Jaggers. Sarah Schuttmer. Alyssa Steffen. Catherine Avila. Keely Bauer. Tommy Risk. Alyssa Shelton. Jessica Vetter. Lisa Kemp. Patrick Rosa Brusson. Gabrielle Markham. Michelle Stone. Martha Sierra. Josie Grubbs. Aaron Provenzano. Brianna Johnson. Kaya Aldridge. Mackenzie Riley Thurman. Valentina Ivezai. Grace Gedeker. Erin Lebetate. Kimber Stancada. Kimberly Craig. Sarah Killam. Liana Mann. Lily Isanu Pyle. Cassidy Gearhart. Emily Cronenberger. Casey Hill. Jennifer McIntosh Elkins. Nathan Hiscock. Gary Schultz. Abigail Gilmore. Michaela Dowley. Jocelyn Burley. Megan Riley. Margaret Tanner. Linda Benson. Andrea Sadler. Ali Gonzalez. Madeline Heskett. Laura Shuey. Alex Dow. Rachel Esteville. Jessica Soljacek. Misty Bia. Caleb Case. Audrey Barnorst. Caitlin Stevens. Katarina Herodutu. Charlotte Onti Grant. Grace Jeffries. Kristen Chambers. Marin Fadri. Carissa Copley. Stephanie Donald. Michael Galloway. Jordan Ross. Bailey Morgan. Thavon LaShawn Williams. Nicole Skaggs. Alfonso Aratz. Danila Rabadanara. Robin Weitzel. Brooke West. Aaron Leek. Dawn Kunkler. Amy Reed. Alexander Royal. Devin Kelly. Emily Pecci. Kylie Ulrey. Emily Carrier. Peyton Barlow. Ahmed Bobo. Elizabeth Livingston. Corinne Avenias. Daniel Breitweger. Andrea Avaning. Derek Batt. Rachel Vidito. Dominicia Norwood. Samantha King. Michael Hogan. Jennifer Justice. Heather Street. Emily Powers. Kaylin Gandhi. Isabel Soto. Evan Euler. Kelsey Twomley. Quiley Roll. Joy McCall. Raquel Castaneda. Kara Schultz. Mary Colt. Caitlin Thomas. Philomena Olawatsosin Alanian. Mary Hoffman. Ali LaFave. Elissa Patterson. Jada Lee Rudd. Emily Fetters. Sydney Oberg. Alice Madison Boger. Mark Sue. Aaron Shute. Kelsey Myring. Haley Higginbottom. Nilima Mao. Miguel Saucedo. Nicole McKiernan. Martinez. Rihanna Gleckman. Megan Morris. Jordan Macklin. Megan Peer. Zachary Taylor. Allison Broadstreet. Adriana Sonnerds. Natalie Duncan. Samantha Fletcher. Taylor Bell. Jenna Elliott. Taylor Aredin. Hope LaMonica. Anna Payne. Oksana Komarenko. Tracy Bemis Smiley. Dacia Bell. Emma Pinchon. Sydney Hussar. Angelique Hartman. Shayna Pearson. Chris Shaler. Rebecca Hauser. Joanna Sykes. Caitlin Johnson. Joel Reinhard. Tristan Pearson. Stephanie Pearson. Casey Ewert. Tiffany Shear. Colette Delawala. Kai Bray. Tristan McLean. Abigail Dudek. Dina Wilson. Zachara Durgans. Morgan Kavanaugh. Jordan Williams. Devonte Carson. Christina Bennett. Minson Kim. Olivia Vicoli. Alyssa Allen. Arlie Will. Mackenzie Slade. Sarah Brown. Anna Clark. Brandon Havron. Jessa Klug. Cheyenne Headley. Sarah Griffin. Anna Neller. Ryan Klazinski. Brian Bodout. Kendall Atchison. Olivia Nicholson. Mackenzie Odie. Tatiana Jordan. Cade Paget. Emanuela Tami Adigoroba. Morgan Edwards. Heather Borman Coudray. Karen Lloyd. Alexander Sparling. Hannah Nave. Athemola Orlanian. Aminprit Chahal. Kristen Farron. Laurencia Mensa. Sophie Ahawo. Noah O'Shea. Peyton Lill. Kaylee Henson. Kara Kupansik. Abby Burnett. Madeline Poe. Madison Rapaski. Kali Upperman. Emily Fotheringham. Abigail Rosenow. Emily Fogarty. Jillian Rayner. Megan Blaja Espina. Laurel Daly. Shannon Askelson. Emma Grubbs. Jamie Bible. Katie Welch. Matt Hostetler. Alex Pope. Samantha Shaheen. Chelsea Clark Edmiston. Shane Finnegan. Zui Nguyen. Furyal Fayaz. Courtney Mellons. Emily Rose Kress. Madeline Claire Hiddle. David Beardmore. Alejandra Quiroz Zamaripa. Morgan Johnson. Morgan Brianne Williams. Amy Truong. Ashley Razor. Tyra Rucker. Carly Burson. Nicholas Bass. Hannah Severs. Jenna Hancock. Ashra Wickramathikala. Deja Wimby. Elizabeth Gillespie. Sarah Trujillo. Emma Hartman. Carly Connor. Brooke Avery. Jennifer Greenlee. Kirsten Falk. Ashley McGahee. Rachel Connolly. Ninarki Norti. Emily Callan. Haley Huffman. Kaya Malins. Jasmine Camacho Ramos. Kyron Foster. Emily Hanlon. Keely Sanders. John Moynihan. Daniel Edward Allen. Paige Chastain. Ellen Davinagracia. Jamia Jones. Asia Morris. Abigail Browning. Alina Unum. Nirayil Anichka Koseko. Samantha Winans. Alexa Good. Shannon Rauch. Melinda McCormick. Amy Doran. Pamela Nicole Epps. Brittany Nicole Bauman. Devin Caldwell Valdez. Alexis Holcomb. Omawole Omasehi Nami. Courtney Henderson. Royal London.
And one more round of applause for all of our master's graduates. Now I would like to share some recognitions with you, and more information is located in your commencement program. The Honors College provides distinctive educational opportunities and curriculum for undergraduates of high academic achievement. Those baccalaureate candidates who are graduating from the University Honors College are wearing the red and white honors cords. Students with outstanding academic records graduate with scholastic honors. These students are wearing bronze, silver, or gold medallions on red ribbons. Will all associate degree and bachelor's degree students with academic recognitions and honors please rise so we can recognize you? Congratulations to all of you on your superior academic achievements. And now it is time to recognize those who are receiving baccalaureate degrees or associate degrees. As I call the name of your college, please rise and remain standing. And by the way, it's all right to show your enthusiasm here. Stoupenal College of Architecture and Planning, please stand. Miller College of Business, please stand. College of Communication, Information, and Media, please stand. College of Fine Arts, please stand. College of Health, please stand. College of Sciences and Humanities, please stand. And Teachers College, please stand. President Mearns, I am pleased to present to you those candidates who have completed all of the requirements for their respective baccalaureate or associate degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty that you have completed all of the requirements for graduation, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ball State University, I hereby confer upon you your respective bachelor's or associate degrees with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. The diploma of our university shall forever be the testimony of your accomplishments. And with pleasure and great pride, I admit you into the company of educated women and men, and you may now wear your mortarboard tassels. Move them from the right to the left. And now, congratulations to all of our members of the graduating class of 2002. As you heard earlier today, representing the Ball State University Alumni Association and the chair of the Alumni Council is Mike Early. Mike, I now introduce you to all of the newest members of the Ball State University Alumni Association.
Please be seated until your college is called. Stan Soller, Senior Lecturer of Media from the College of Communication, Information, and Media, will now come forward for the reading of names. All candidates in the Stoupenal College of Architecture and Planning receiving their degrees will now proceed to the platform to cross as their names are called. All other candidates, please remain seated until all names have been called.
Carter Stevie. Jacob Nolan. Earl Bowling. David Miller. Megan Whiteman. Benjamin Babb. Mallory Ross. Now representing the Miller College of Business, Kent Hughes. Ivan Upshaw. Sydney Van Meter. Brandy Tomey. Shelby Craddock. Mohammed Shohati. Corinne Miller. Tyler Welch. Anthony Blake Edwards. Jacob Emmel. Vince Kaiser. DeKayla Elliott. Aaron Steinway. Gabrielle Tenius. Rebecca Reason. Rachel Grip. Logan Pease. Novielle Hinton. Stephen Hamblett. Phelan Smith. Brett Giddings. Angeline Moreno. Brittany Kennedy. Jenilyn Selvey. Colin Smead. Jacob McGee. Nicholas Patton. Jessica Walker. Braden Hill. Connor Kelly. Mackenzie Reisky. McKenna Wolf. Kijan Young. Kiara Webb. And now representing the College of Communication, Information, and Media, Madeline Thompson. Hannah Newland. Ella Hardy. Noah Lull. Joshua Rush. Sierra Evans. Jashana Nunley. Nathan Beagle. Landon Thompson. David Walcott. McKenna Wagner. Daisy Geller. Evan Schrader. Kenny Thompson. Andrew Kale. Scott Swain. Colton Schellebarger. Armando Gonzalez. And now representing the College of Fine Arts, Ebony Iris Watson. Nicholas Mark. And now representing the College of Health, Olivia Connor. Brooklyn Cox. Caden Levine. Cecilia May. Emily Rogers. Maria Monday. Kaylin Elaine Miller. Cameron Emily Rochelle Townsend. Allison Edge. Michael Harvey. Landria Smoot. Abigail Boo. Jacob Denton. Grant Covey. Sakyana Dawuldi. J.C. Pletch. Chelsea Vaughn. Tanner Gowan. Miranda Prophet. Valerie Prisbaki. Natalie Parra. Jessica Guzman. Tavian Cosby. Olivia Newton. Casey Wilkin. Cody Anaker. Austin Benner. Charlotte Schultz. Carissa Mercer. Alexis Owens. Shelby Reynolds. Justin Johnson. Brianna Kazicki. Jesslyn Anderson. Alexis Eggleston. Mercedes Paul. Carly Zumbro. Brianne Lamb. Chase Buck. Sharon Howell. Morgan Friend. Meredith Perry. Jenna Waters. Abigail Wainscott. Rylan Busselberg. Trent Collins. Bronson Westbrook. Jenna Tackett. Ashley Roberts. Caitlin Wells. Micaiah Biddings. And now representing the College of Sciences and Humanities, Dakota Cummins. Ramat Eshola Benya. Priscilla Mendoza. Brock Wright. Julissa Gonzalez. Laura Nagel. Alyssa Wright. Evan Sefchek. Deanna Griffin. Kalea Johnson. Stephanie Taylor. Charlize Perkins. Lilith Piguet. Caitlin Rittenhouse. Alyssa Overholser. Caitlin Church. Lindsay Power. Jonathan Evans. Alexander Straw. Eric Rutherford. Vanessa Taylor. Tyler Pipkin. Maxwell Braun. Ashley Aspey. Sam Barloga. Branson Coons. Caitlin Hurd. Nathan Marirez. Samantha Alvarez Seves. Zoe Doa. Charles Brayton. Ariel Jessup. Krista Rotering. Isaiah Wheat. McKenna Bottorff. Miles Vale. Lena Robinson. Emily Sweet. And now representing the Teachers College, Eliana Reidenauer. Viriana Sabajas. Vanessa Paniagua. Devron Tribbett. Jada Lindsay. Lucas Lee. Cassidy Riney. Chastity Aponte. Brandy Swift. Michelle Boyce Doant. Ashley Evans. Michael Ivy. Leslie Taylor Wilson. Eva Oakes. Ashley Crabb. Natalie Benstead. Caitlin Sobieski. Jayla Marsh. Thank you very much.
How about another big round of applause for all of our graduates today? So as we bring our ceremony to a close this morning, it is an honor to have the privilege to speak briefly to our graduates and really to all of you their families and friends. It's an honor because this is a special occasion. So earlier this morning, you heard Professor Finch commend our graduates for their flexibility and your resilience. These were important traits that have empowered you to complete your degree in the midst of a global pandemic. And despite this challenge, you persevered. And now you are the reason that we have gathered here today. We are here to celebrate your success. But as he said, and as you know, your academic success is not just the product of your own individual effort. Rather, it is the result of the sustained and collective commitment of so many people, some of whom are with us here this morning. Because at Ball State, we have hundreds of distinguished faculty who are dedicated to teaching and to scholarship, and they engage you as our students. They engage you as partners in the quest for knowledge and greater understanding. Some of our faculty are here this morning. They're dressed up in traditional academic regalia. This tradition symbolizes their commitment. It symbolizes their commitment to sharing their knowledge and their expertise with you, and it symbolizes their commitment to continue the search for truth and wisdom. We also have thousands of talented and supportive staff members who are equally dedicated to your accomplishments, and we don't make them dress up in these robes, but we appreciate their contributions to you and our university. We also have good leadership. We have trustees who care deeply about the success of our students, and they are passionately committed to our mission. And Julie, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Thank you for your service and your support. But I want to take a moment to recognize another special group of people who deserve our recognition this morning, and these are your families and your friends. These are the women and men who have guided you. They have supported you with enthusiastic encouragement, with good advice, and with unconditional love, all of which I believe, all of which I am confident that you appreciated the past few years more than ever before. So graduates, I have a request. Stand up. And how about it's time for you to give them a big round of applause. Thank you. So now to you, our graduates, just a few more words. A short time ago, I came across an essay about tradition. And in this essay, the author wrote, "Tradition is a way of being with people. Not just the people you are observing the traditions with now, but all those who have observed those traditions before you." And so I hope as the members of the class of 2022, I hope you appreciate what it means to be a part of this special tradition, our commencement exercises. Today, as you join the ranks of more than 210,000 people who have graduated from Ball State, please know that professional success and career fulfillment, they are not the same thing. That's because people generally equate success with financial rewards, with impressive titles, and with notoriety or fame. These are external indicators of success, and I have come to know, and I fear that you may very well find that those indicators are temporary and hollow. So instead, I encourage you to seek fulfillment. Set professional goals that will make you and your families and your friends, that will make them proud of your professional contributions, because your contributions have improved the lives of other people. Because those contributions, that impact, they are enduring. I also encourage you to pursue a life of meaning. Life is a gift. Life is a precious gift. And to lead a meaningful life, you must share that gift with people who need you. And to lead a meaningful life, I believe you must also embody certain core values, such as the enduring values that are articulated in our beneficence pledge. Be sincere. Be sincere and speak the truth. Model integrity and value integrity in others. Be grateful. Be grateful and demonstrate your gratitude through your actions. Through your character, through your commitment, please help us create a world that will be more peaceful and more just. We believe in that brighter future because we believe in all of you. Graduates, good luck, Godspeed.
It is our hope that you will enjoy the time you will spend today with your friends, fellow graduates, and families. And again, congratulations on reaching this special day in your lives. I do have a special announcement regarding the weather outside. We are currently experiencing some rain outside of this facility. When we finish our program, the graduates will be released to the concourse. Family and friends, you are welcome to meet the graduates on the concourse and stay in the facility until the weather dissipates. However, please be aware that we do anticipate inclement weather at approximately 12:20 p.m., so we do encourage you to exit the building in a safe manner and proceed to your next location as soon as you can. And now please join me and Ms. Ashley Dawson for the singing of our alma mater. The words can be found on page 2 of the program. Please rise and remain standing until all members of the platform have passed. Thank you.
Trust in thee, thy spirit
Thank you.